Hello everyone, this is Dalton from Madden Sports. Today we are talking about the very first game for the football season, everybody. Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Now, the Lions, they got an entire new setup from their fantasy draft. They have, Joe Burrow, Rob Gronkowski, Tyler Lockett, Antonio Brown. And with the 49ers, they do have a new setup of teams, but from what we know, they're rookies. Well, a few of them anyways. So, without further ado, we do, without a doubt, wish the 49ers the best of luck. I know, talking to some of the Lions football players, they wanted to go out with the first win of the season because they want to start something new. They feel like this is a new good thing. They've been training hard during their preseason and their practices. So that's what we got going on for right now. So without further ado, I'll see you guys at the end of this game to talk about others. So I'm going to leave it to my good pals, Melvin Gordon and Charles Davis.
Today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Joe Burrow and the Detroit Lions taking on Zach Wilson and the San Francisco 49ers.
Downtown between Brush Street and I-375. That's where we're located in the heart of Detroit at Ford Field, which first opened back in 2002. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Ford Field tunnels, and the noise level in this place just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Lions get ready to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Hello again, everyone. Melvin Gordon, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our 6th season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? Play action. Now Wilson. And this one is incomplete. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Now it's Wilson. Fighting through, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Von Miller. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathe this. And this throw will be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led, of course, by their second-year quarterback from LSU, Joe Burrow.
And when you come into the league as the #1 guy selected, a lot of hype comes with it. And sometimes that weight can be unbearable. But this young man, He took that weight on and handled it as well as you can imagine. And I love his ability to make a second, third reaction play and create downfield.
Escaping the pressure right. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Out to his left. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip him inside the 5-yard line.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Lions lead 7-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
Third down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7. Wilson. And this one taken in by Cephas. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And the Niners will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Wilson. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the
touchdown 49ers. Michael Pittman, 39 yards. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Keanu Neal with a safety blitz for the sack. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Burrow will throw. Steps away to his left. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays...
And now the update has it. It's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. So they get the first down. Maybe not a huge play in terms of yardage, but the fake punt does the job. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now Burrow on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And now it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And in for the Lions touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson under pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyson Alualu. In there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Ty Long now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Returnable for Lockett. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. On 2nd down now, it's Sanders.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down, keep the sticks moving.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set him back for 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cameron Wake drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Here now, a look at Melvin Gordon. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Steps away. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 49 yards on the ground for him so far. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in. Burrow on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. He'll fire one downfield for Fant. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And that will force a turnover on downs.
4th and short in this part of the field. You just notice special teams coordinators rallying the team, saying, watch the fake, but Brandon, don't they usually say that on every punting situation?
Oh, yeah, they can be up 40 in the 4th quarter. That's their job. They scream that every time.
And this time, though, his team locked in, and they were well aware that it truly was a situation that they could fake it, and they were ready for it and stopped it.
From midfield now, here's Wilson. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And he's got room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that?
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Sacked by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Here's Landry. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Joe Burrow trots out again with the rest of his offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the one interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of a season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter. First down. Here's Burrow. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. The ball comes out. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill, or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for. I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points.
Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Well, no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And that's been a back-and-forth game, all tied in the second quarter. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Seahawks. Teddy Bridgewater has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting Jaguars. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
58 yards rushing for him now to this point. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On the move to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them offsides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it in my voice when they snapped the ball. I was like, oh, I almost wasn't ready to call the play. I just kept waiting for the timeout offensively. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Escaping the pressure right.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked off Byron Jones. And the 49ers are in great shape here as they take over at their 36-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense set to take over.
And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for Detroit. It'll be first and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Melvin Gordon, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to... And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Desmond Trufant. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Now it's Burrow. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield. Well, it was second and long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. This is Gordon. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Burrow. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Rob Gronkowski. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. That time a 6-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Defense.
So give him the yardage yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And that will be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So that a nice throw, but it hasn't really turned out to be the grand debut that many had hoped for. His team's down double digits. So what have you seen, CD?
About what I expected, really, because for a youngster making his first start in the NFL, I kind of expected to see these things. A few bumps along the way, maybe not the plays you expect to see or want to see. But remember, he's not going to the Hall of Fame off this first start. It's going to be an accumulation of games before we have a fully accurate reading.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Another run with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. We'll check on his status when we get back. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he's got it. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. To throw is Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability. And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarter?
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. A big play there for Detroit. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and grind some clock with Gordon. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now it's Burrow. He's going deep for Brown. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for Detroit.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
On 1st down, Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Detroit, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as a...
Hey everybody, it's me, Dalton, from Madden Sports. We're back again with the post-game show. And the Lions, good game today. They earned it. They played hard. They got a lot of points there on the game board. They beat the 49ers 49-13. Now, there's no doubt both teams made mistakes out there. With Joe Burrow, with this being his second season in the NFL, but first season with the Detroit Lions, he showed off his fantastic talent and skills by throwing deep passes to both Tyler Lockett and Antonio Brown, and even Rob Gronkowski. I consider them the three amigos. And then, from there, they were just making plays. Even the defense over there, you had Von Miller, can't remember his first name, but Graham. He was going out there and going after Zach Wilson during most of the plays, which got the 49ers, hesitated for their first game because of the new lineup. Now, with me saying that both teams made mistakes, Zach Wilson, he threw 1 or 2 interceptions throughout the entire game. They had a fumble. Actually, 2 fumbles. And then for the Lions, they had about 3 interceptions. 1 that was a recovery. 2 that went straight to the 49ers. Now, like I said, this is only Joe Burrow's second start of the season, and he is now a veteran instead of a rookie. But there's still, mistakes going into a new team. So, I'm excited to see how everything's going to play out for the next game that they got, because the Lions, they go up against Lamar Jackson's Green Bay Packers, and that's going to be interesting. But here, let's talk about the other football games. We had the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. Cowboys won it 31-7. The Jaguars beat the Texans 28-14. Washington beat the Chargers by a field goal 24-21. Colts stomped the Seahawks 34-18. And the Panthers, they made a pretty good comeback. I'm excited to see them for the season. They won 21-7 against the Jets. We had the Vikings and the Bengals, who also won it by field goal. It was 17-14. Titans and Cardinals, same thing, won it by a field goal in overtime, and that was also 17-14. Now, the Steelers, they gave the Bills a good spanking. Oh my gosh, it was 35-7. And man, I thought the Bills were going to have it, but I was wrong, man. I was just wrong. Then we had the Falcons, the Eagles. Good matchup, very good matchup. It was back and forth for most of the game, but the end result was 35-23. Then we got the Browns and the Chiefs. Now, with Patrick Mahomes not playing for the Chiefs, they lost to the Browns 22-16. Now, Packers and Saints. Packers are coming in undefeated, man. They are 27-17. The underdogs of a story, the Denver Broncos, they beat the Giants 31-28 in overtime. And then going to the Miami Dolphins, they beat the Patriots, stomped on them 20-0. Ouch. Rams, they beat the Bears 31-3. And the game of the week, the biggest game of the week that we've got to see so far of this week of football games, was the Ravens beating the Las Vegas Raiders. I was about to call them by their old team name. And that score was 28-21. So, round of applause for all those football teams. For all you new players that are out there that's just starting the season, don't give up. You still got a lot of work to do. You still got a lot of room for the season. So, without further ado, we'll see you guys next week for the next football matchup. And I'll see you all there to cover the footage. Dalton's out, my friends.